This is Reality Dispatch, written by Jim Mintz.
The phone rang. No spells, no mysticism. I willed it, and it happened. This sort of power only comes on the eve of a tragedy. I get wind of the event before it happens, and I choose either to have a final phone call with the person involved, or I do not. It has only been on a few occasions, thankfully. But last night the dream came. I knew my friend would spend his last day on Earth, and so I willed for the phone to ring. I picked it up right after I put the morning news on mute. "Hello, Steve, it's Rob. Rob, good to hear from you, my friend." "Yeah, well, I usually don't like to call, you know that. For some reason I felt compelled. That compulsion was mine, only he didn't know that. No point explaining the process to him. His hours were limited. Why waste them on something that would appear fanciful in his eyes?" "I'm glad you did," I said. "I have been thinking about you. I wanted to talk to you." "What did you want to talk to me about?" "I wanted to tell you, because I don't think I ever have before, how much I loved what you did with the body. I loved it more than misery. I bring that up because I know you really wanted me to tell you which one I preferred. I always had a preference, but out of love and respect for our friendship, I kept it hidden from you. I would rather not hurt your feelings than reveal my preferences." He chuckled. I loved his chuckle. I would miss his chuckle. "That's why you wanted to talk to me?" "Yeah." "Well, Steve, first things first. The movie was called Stand By Me," he corrected. "I forgot. I don't usually forget these types of things. I was missing him already. Of course he would correct me like that. Secondly, I don't remember asking for your preference at all. For all I knew, you loved them both. You certainly didn't hate them on the level of The Shining." That chuckle again. It was infectious. I joined in. "No, you're right. Stand By Me. I preferred it. I prefer it over all others. But I can never watch it like I can the others. Too close to home. You really hit a nerve with that film in a way I hadn't been exposed to before. No one has ever managed to paint an accurate portrait of me the way you did with that film, Rob. I love you for it." I was overtly affectionate. I didn't mean to be. The mouth took over what the heart was thinking. "Well, thank you, Stephen. I love you too," he said. He was taken aback. I would not take it back. "Listen, we will be having a New Year's barbecue on the 31st. I don't know if you will be in town, but we'd love to have you by the house," he began. I felt the tear drop down my cheek. A single tear. I could not stop fate. I could only say goodbye. As soon as I interfered, the call was terminated. That was the rule. All I could say was my goodbye, without saying goodbye. "Rob, I would love to see you. It has been too long, but on the off chance that I don't make it, can you do something for me?" "Sure, Steve, anything. What is it?" What was it indeed? I didn't know. I was diverting the conversation away from future events that I knew would not happen. I was engaging as if this wasn't to be the last time. I was saying my goodbyes by reminding my contemporary that we knew and loved each other. I was doing so through conversation. But I didn't know what I wanted from my friend. Nothing. I wanted nothing from him, but I wanted him. At that very moment, all I wanted was him. I didn't want him to go, to hang up, because that would be it. The end. Time always won, but the finality of it always hurt. "Could you proofread my new book?" I said. It was all I had. A task for my friend. A task I knew he would never accomplish. "Would love to. Send it over. I'll read it over the weekend," was all he said. My friend, always reliable, always dependable, always was. "I gotta go. We've got a thing on tonight, but you take care of yourself, Stephen." And he was gone. I scrolled the cable channels, still holding the receiver in my hand. I was looking for it. It was always playing. I found it. The final scene. It happens sometimes. Friends come in and out of your lives like busboys in a restaurant. Richard Dreyfuss's narration. The boys walking up the abandoned dirt street of Castle Rock, Maine. Like clockwork, they played it on the hour every hour. It seemed more poetic today than ever before. It was no longer my story. It was now a part of Rob's legacy. Or tomorrow it will be. Although I hadn't seen him in more than 10 years, I know I'll miss him forever. The final words typed into the Commodore computer, perfectly apt. To lose a friend is pain. To lose one in tragedy strikes harder because it was avoidable. The violence didn't need to occur. But the fact that it did changes everything. It makes everything vulnerable. We don't want to live with such precariousness hanging over us like a noose. We want certainty that we will enjoy tomorrow, that we will have the time we need to get our messages across to those that we love. When we are reminded that such luxuries are not a guarantee, it hurts more than the robbery of Father Time. Death by time is to be expected. Death by intervention is unnatural. It hurts. What can we do to counter it? We be there when we can. It's the only counter. To be there. Sometimes we will miss, oftentimes we will, and people we knew will leave this place without saying a word. You will hear about it after the fact. So be there for the ones who stay. Be there for them, so that when they leave with the knowledge and wisdom that you were there when it mattered. That's what matters. We will know more in the afterlife, I've no doubt. That is when all comes into focus and all is defined. That is where our desire for connection is explained in totality, for it is inextricably linked to our desire for connection here on earth. A desire that never wanes because it is a direct link to what we can expect of our souls when we close our earthly eyes for the final time.
For more stories of fact-based fiction, head to jimmins.substack.com.